Because martial arts is done literally on top of somebody. And get a finger jab, get this, and pull this way. It's the same thing. 1, empty space, 2, 3, 4, 5. First thing is I'm going to need an entry. Now a chop is the same thing as a hook. Throw a hook. It's the same thing as a hook. I want to get inside of it, and this time I'm penetrating your space. So I am taking a step forward. I'm not just going to do this. Throw a hook. I'm not going to do this. Throw a hook. I'm not just going to do this. Try to hit me, throw a hook. I'm not just going to do this. Throw a hook. I'm not just going to do this. Throw a hook. And I'm not just going to do this. All that stuff is great. But this time I have the attitude of taking your spot, right? Because martial arts is done literally on top of somebody. So when you see stances, when you see movements, like this, you're literally on top of somebody for every single one of these movements. That's how martial arts is done. That's how martial arts is done. All of this stuff is literally right on top of somebody. Okay? So when you throw in here, I'm going 1 and I'm penetrating. I'm hitting your neck and your collarbone. There's a reaction. I could also throw a hook and get a finger jab, get this, and pull this way. It's the same thing. Okay? Now in here, it could be also in here. It doesn't really matter. But from what we've been doing today, when you throw that chop, I'm going here, and I can also do this. 1. Now here's empty space. Now as I have empty space, number 1, I've sealed your breath, or at least I've tried to. And if your hand was up, I've gotten that reaction, and I'm pulling in here. From here, I have an arm break, knee, and if I don't have the knee, that's cool. I step and I blow that leg out. From here, I do a compensatory, and if he doesn't fall, he is falling. I'm holding him to demonstrate. If he doesn't fall, I'll pull that. So altogether, it goes 1, empty space, 2, 3, 4, 5. So however it goes, block, hit the neck, empty space, bust out my bicep, hit my ear, grab, arm break, pull back, step forward, here, and pull the foot. But he's not supposed to pull. So, when we're in here, we go 1, seal the breath, empty space, blow out the bicep, hit up, step forward, he's taking my space, hit, step forward, and pull. And I land right on my knee. So on the cement, it sucks. Now, we could argue that anybody at any time will pull their hand back, and that's cool. But that's why it's penetration. So I'm in here, I see this here, Everett throws his hook, I'm diving into space. Even if he pulls that hand back, I can even come underneath the elbow. And even if I don't have anything, I have his hair, I could grab his hair. I'm not going to, or I could grab the back of his shoulder, or I could even grab his gi. What I prefer to do is grab his skin, and I know he can feel that, especially if I twist it, but I can grab his shirt, and that's fine too. I do ribs, and if it's cool, I'll push his head down into here, here, here. And so when you see this type of stuff, here, 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 it's not all phony baloney. So when you hit, you're gonna penetrate my space, you're gonna take this gap, you're gonna go 1. Now you're gonna come in to empty space. Here's your empty space. You're going behind my elbow because this controls my center of gravity, and you're gonna pull down. Now you can even go to my head. 1, oi. Now from the head, the same hand is gonna go nose, boom, and you can go to the back of my head now instead of my ear. No, with the palm of your hand. Okay. Palm of your hand. Ear, head, and that flows right into hitting the back of the head flows right next into 1, 2, and that flows back into and where's the arm bar? And that goes into knee, and step, and pull. You see how there's new discoveries, so there's new martial pathways. Correct. So when you're here, you chop, chop, here, I'm gonna throw an elbow, here. When I go to throw an elbow, what are you gonna do with your head? You're gonna block, ay, control the elbow, here, trap, ay, here, walk forward into me, ay, block, pass. And then any moment during these, I turn it back into, oi, there's your beginning angle with huvat. Here, 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 here. Come back into this. Here, here. You see how this is? From here, here,